Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eureka, Montana, the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. And this is game number 2 of semifinals, featuring your Bigfork Vikings taking on the Deer Lodge Wardens. Just earlier, it was the Florence Falcons beating the Loyola Rams in the first of the semifinals. So the Falcons punched their ticket to state with that win. They'll be in the championship game tomorrow night at 6:30. So the Vikings trying to get there and punch their ticket as well. 3 teams out of the West go to state. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and Vals here. And pregame brought to you by the UPS store. For all your printing and shipping needs, 439 Grand Avenue, Bigfork, Montana, 837-2002. Including banners and posters. Brad Stodchill and the gang at the UPS store. Had a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Vikings before the game, John Hollow, and to interview him and talk about what's going on for today's ball game. And I'll play that for you here as we get ready for semifinal number 2 as the Vikings play the Wardens. And here was what Coach John Hollow had to say pregame.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the 2021 Divisional Basketball Tournament. Day number 2 and semifinal number 2. It's got the Bigfork Valkyries taking on the Deer Lodge Wardens. And here with Coach John Hollow of the Vikings. Big win yesterday, 10 points, 45-35 over Anaconda. Now you take on Deer Lodge. Talk about yesterday's game and what prepared you for the next game. You said you got 3 to take care of. Punch your ticket to state.
Yeah.
Big semifinal game against Deer Lodge today.
Yeah, we found a way to win. We didn't play very good. It was ugly. They threw some defenses at us that we hadn't seen this year, and we struggled against it. We kind of figured they were going to do something like that. We practiced it a little bit, but yeah. Didn't play as good as we could have, but we found a way to win. Held them to 35 points. I think their player that's averaging 22 scored 5 points. So ugly offensively. We did a pretty good job defensively. Survived in advance. That's the name of this game right now.
Well, sometimes that you do. You don't play your best game. You don't shoot. You just got to find a way to win to get to the next game. And then today maybe the ball falls a little bit more into the basket for you.
Yeah, we shot poorly last night. I bet we were. I don't even know what we finished from 3. Probably 3 of 20 maybe, something around there, 3 of 15, something like that. So we didn't shoot as well as we could have, which that's okay. You know, like you said, we still found a way to win, and so now hopefully some of those shots we didn't make, I think Bryce had 7 wide open threes he didn't make, and he's been making those all year, so we'll live with those.
Well, yeah, and we'll look for a different game. Take on Deer Lodge. You lost to them down there, 53-51, but that seems like ages ago, back towards the beginning of January. Yeah. So you're going to take on them today. That they were able to pull out an exciting. They had a 3-point win yesterday. Talk about Deer Lodge and what do you got to do to match up and play against them?
Yeah, they're good. They were probably the team that was picked to win it this year. I mean, going into the beginning of the year. We played them tight in Deer Lodge. We're a whole different team than we were 2 months ago. So they're going to play 1-3-1. We're going to have to make some shots against it. We're going to have to take care of the ball. And defensively, I feel like we're in a really good position right now, but we cannot let them score out of their defense. If we get them in the half court and they have to play against our half court defense, I think we'll be in a great position to win the ball game. If they're getting a bunch of layups off of our turnovers out of their 1-3-1 like they did a couple years ago when we played them, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, so a big ball game in the semifinal. You've got Colin back on the court. He struggled a little bit shooting as well, but still his leadership, taking care of the basketball is key.
Yeah, he'll start tonight. You know, we've rotated 6 guys all year with our starting lineup, and so it's his turn tonight to start. So he's going to start. I think last time against him he had 15, did a good job of shooting the ball and attacking the gap. So hopefully he does that tonight. Walker's going to have to make some shots tonight. Bryce going to have to make some shots. Isaac's going to have to get us in our offense and get us get attacking the zone so we get some open threes out of it. But yeah, we're going to have an opportunity for a lot of guys tonight to step up and there's no secrets about what's on the line tonight. We win, punch the ticket to state with an extremely young team that probably not a lot of people picked to be in this position. That's exciting, right? What more could you ask for?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of that boat. Didn't know what you guys had at the beginning of the season, being young, and you got Cormac transferring up from Loyola and now playing for you, what you're going to have. And so, yeah, you guys have surprised a lot of teams, but you guys are playing great. I wouldn't want to play against you guys. You guys are, balance scoring against Anaconda yesterday. I mean, I know you score a lot, but anyone on a given night can put up a lot of points for you guys and get you in the W.
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing about this team. You know, they triangled into Isaac Epperly and Walker last night. They played box and one on Walker, and you know, Levi has 8 points, Bryce has 9. That's how we played all year. So tonight they're not going to play box and one. They're not going to do any of that stuff. They're going to play 1-3-1. It's no secret what they do, and we've worked really hard on it, anticipating this matchup. As a coach, you never want to say, well, here's what we got to practice for, here's what we got to practice for, but you know what? Here's what we had to practice for. And so we worked a lot the last 2 weeks on our 1-3-1 offense, put a couple new wrinkles in, and so hopefully we're ready to rock and roll tonight and take advantage of the things that we've been able to do all season and make shots. It's going to come down to making shots.
I thought Isaac really got you going there at the beginning of the ball game, really taking a drive and making some shots. That was kind of key to get you going, even though you guys struggled.
He was the best player on the court yesterday. He was. He did a lot of things to keep us in the game. I mean, at one point we were down 8, playing awful, and he got us a couple quick baskets. He got a couple good assists. He's done that all year. He's been Mr. Solid for us. If he needs to score, he will. If he doesn't need to score, he'll have 10 assists, and he's going to have to play good tonight. But that's no secret. He's had to play good all year for us to be successful. And playing good ain't always about points. It's a lot of other things, too.
Yeah, a lot of contributions. So I look really forward to this ball game, semifinal game. We'll have it on BFS Day events on YouTube. People listening around following both the Vikings and the Valkyries. So good luck, Coach. I'm looking forward to it. And let's go Vikes.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that was head coach John Hollow on the pregame show, brought to you by the UPS store in Bigfork. Brad Stodshill and the folks at the UPS store. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, here from Eureka, Montana. Semifinal between the Deer Lodge Wardens and the Bigfork Vikings. The winner of this ball game punches their ticket to the state tournament in Billings at the Metris Park Center, coming up next week, Thursday through Saturday. And the winner has a loser-out game tomorrow morning at 11:30. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But the Vikings they played Deer Lodge earlier. It's way back in January, toward the beginning, headed down there and able to take care of business and lose to Deer Lodge by 2, 53-51. And sort of like Coach talked about, a different team today and ready to play. After that 2-point loss, so they come out ready to play for the Vikes, take care of business, and get it in the championship tomorrow night. As waiting for them, the winner of this ball game is the Florence Falcons, winners over Loyola. And the Rams move to 11:30 game tomorrow morning. The Rams will actually take on Mission, who beat Anaconda earlier today, and Anaconda's season is done. Mission will play in loser-out action. There's 3 teams out of each side that will make it to the state tournament. So no challenge game after the championship game, because 3 go. So the winners, both teams in the championship and the consolation championship winner, will make it to the state tournament in Billings. 406-270-7384. Text me, let me know you're listening out there as the Vikings get ready to take on the Wardens. And we'll take a look at your starting lineups first of all. As the lineups brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. All your grocery needs, including an amazing bakery deli, 8111 Highway 35, Bigfork, Montana, 837-5010. Marcus Balgos and the gang at Bigfork Harvest Foods sponsoring Bigfork Vikings basketball. Take a look at the Powell County Wardens, their starting lineup. It'll be number 3, a 6-foot junior, Logan Nicholson. At 6'2", sophomore, number 5, Hunter Steinbach. 5'9", senior, number 10, Brody Freeman. At 5'9", the point guard, number 12, Ozzie King, wearing 14. And a 6-foot senior post, number 25, Aiden Thompson. For head coach Dakota Norris, this is by Will Pauley and Bob Schulk for the Vikings. Take a look at their starting lineups. A little bit of change today at forward. A 6-foot senior captain, number 1, Cormac Ben. at 6'2", sophomore guard. Talked about him. Number 3, Isaac Epperly, got things going yesterday against Anaconda in that 10-point win. At guard, 5'8", senior. Number 5, Captain Walker Fisher. At forward, 6'3", sophomore. Number 15, Bryce Gilliard. And at guard, freshman, 5'8", number 21, Colin Way for head coach John Hoddle, assisted by Jim Ben, Jim Epperly, Tristan Clark, and Dunstan Heinzman, the starting line for the Vikings. We're back here with a tip here, about 4 minutes. And we're ready to go here from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana. The 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. The Vikings taking on the Wardens here. Semi-final number 2. Tonight's officials, Jeff Hibbert, Donnie Salisbury, and Jason Manger. And the Vikings are ready to roll here. It'll be Deer Lodge in their whites with dark numbers, yellow trim. And the Vikings will be in their blue uniforms, gray trim, gray and red, and gray numbers with red trim. Getting ready for head coach John Hollow. And we'll see what happens today. Once again, 406-270-7384, text me. Scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. We're pretty much on schedule. We're running behind. And we're about ready to go here. So tip-off was brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. Lots of things at the Montana Athletic Club. Gymnasium, basketball court, swimming pool, locker rooms, Pilates studio, aerobics, yoga, and spin studios. Indoor racquetball, squash, outdoor courts, tennis, tanning bed, ask a trainer desk, concierge desk, MISA functional training area, updated locker rooms, new recovery room, all that at the Montana Athletic Club. Doug Mallow and Nancy Mallow, proud sponsors of Bigfork Athletics. And we're ready to roll. Here, got to do the introductions. Here from from Eureka, Montana. Girls will wrap up things today, and the boys finish up tomorrow.
The Bigfork Vikings! A 6-foot senior. Number 1,
We'll introduce them for Bigfork first, and then, because they're the visitors on the score, the guest on the scoreboard. Epperly. Fisher.
A 5'8" senior. Number 5, Walker Fisher!
Gilliard at 6'3", and then Colin Wade running the point.
Number 35, Riley Gilliard! And a 5'8" freshman. Number 21, Colin Wade!
That wraps up the introductions for Bigfork, and the Wardens will be next. And now for the Wardens, and we'll get things to tip off. Usually Ben tips off for the Vikings. I'm suspecting that he will do that today, and he's going to go up against Aiden Thompson, a 6'6" senior here in Eureka, Montana.
A 6-foot junior. Number 3, Logan Nicholson! A 6'2" sophomore. Number 5, Hunter Steinbach! A 5'9" senior.
So back-to-back games for me on the radio. First, the Vikings semifinal, then the consolation championship for the Valkyries as they'll take on the Loyola Breakers coming up. Scheduled 5:45 tip-off. We'll have that game also for BFSD events here from Eureka, Montana. Well, get ready to tip it off. It's Cormac Ben against Thompson. And back at it. The Vikings be ready to go and roll right here. Vikings heading right to left on your dial, left to right for the Wardens, and we're underway here in Eureka, Montana. The tip won by Powell County, knocked away by Epperly. From Steinbach, it'll remain Warden basketball in the front court. And Nicholson will inbound. Gives it to Ozzie King. Vikes in the man-to-man defense. Ben on King for Bigfork. Out the top of the key, King will swing it over to Freeman. Freeman, top of the key, will give it up to Steinbach. Steinbach to King, left side. Out to Nicholson. Nicholson got it by Colin Wade. And King will get top of the key. Steinbach. Nicholson, right wing. Aiden Thompson, baseline. Gilliard guarding him. And Thompson forcing it up, no good. And Epperly will come up the rebound for Bigfork. Dribbles up the right side. And pulls it out. Epperly gets it out. Wade will set it up for the Vikings. Just underway here in quarter number 1, Bigfork and Deer Lodge. Epperly back over to Wade. Wade right side looking back door. Finds Bryce Gilliard to the feed. A nice layup by Gilliard off the backboard, for 2. And the Vikings take an early lead at 2-0. King with the basketball across the timeline. He'll give it over to Nicholson. Nicholson on the left side. Guarded by Wade. Nicholson. Wade, tough guy. Kicks it out. Steinbach, top of the key. Gives it over to Freeman. Freeman guarded there by Walker Fisher. And Freeman going to drive. And Gilliard steals it away from Freeman. Gives it up to Epperly. Epperly will bring it up the court for Bigfork. And he'll give it up to Walker Fisher. Fisher will bring it out. Wade on the right side. Back to Fisher. Top of the key. Epperly left side. Epperly looking over to Fisher. 3-point shot for the wing by Fisher. Nothing but the bottom of the net by Fisher. And the Vikes up 5-2 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ozzie King on the drive. Floats it up and in. And into Wade. Wade. We'll give it over to Epperly. Epperly in the corner to Fisher. Back out to Epperly. Epperly gives it out to Wade. Wade on the right side. Epperly in the corner. Fisher, three-point shot from the corner. A little bit too strong and brought down by Steinbach. Steinbach will give it up to Nicholson for Deer Lodge. 5:32 to go. 5-2 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Vikes lead early. Ozzie King with the basketball. Screen set by Thompson. King pulls up for the free throw line. No good. And Aiden Thompson over the top of Fisher right there battling with Aiden Thompson. Aiden Thompson's out of bounds with the basketball. And that'll be Bigfork ball here with 5:18 to go. Epperly, the inbound for Bigfork. Gets it into Wade. Wade wearing the plastic mask after breaking his nose against Anaconda in the final ball game of the regular season. And Wade, freshman, playing well. Fisher, right corner. Gives it out. Colin Wade over to Epperly. Epperly left side looking. Epperly looking to drive. Kicks it out. Gives it out to Gilliard. Gilliard. Fisher, right side. Fisher driving. Gives it up to Cormac Ben. Ben blocked. Goes up. This time gets blocked again. They call a held ball. And arrow points towards Bigfork as Powell County won the opening tip. 4:51 to go. Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard's 5-2. Vikings lead into Epperly. Epperly looking. Pulls up for the jumper. Epperly drains it from the left elbow for two. And the Vikes up by 5, 7-2. Into Nicholson. Nicholson will bring it up across the timeline. Guarded there by Wade. Over the left side. Gives it up to Ozzie King. King thought about the three-point shot. He's way out there. Cormac Ben right on him. We'll give it up to Nicholson. Nicholson left side for Powell County. Wade all over Nicholson. And Wade will get called for the foul. That's his first personal on the Vikes. And King will take it out underneath their own basket for Powell County. Throws it deep. Freeman catches in the backcourt. And we'll bring it across the timeline. Gives it over to Nicholson. Nicholson brings it across the timeline actually on the pass. Nicholson drives in. Floats it off the backboard. No good right there. Steinbach. Steinbach gets a rebound. And a held ball between Epperly and Steinbach. The arrow points towards Deer Lodge. And Levi Taylor checks in the ball game for Bigfork for Cormac Ben. King will inbound with 4:09 to go here in the first quarter. 7-2 Vikings lead on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Thompson gets it out to Nicholson. Looking to get to King. Guarded by Epperly is King. Colin Wade guarding Nicholson. Over to Freeman. Guarded by Fisher. Freeman kicks it out. Nicholson gets the loose ball. He'll pick it up and give it out to Freeman. Freeman will get up to King. King out to the top of the key, guarded by Epperly. Long three-pointer, nothing. Misses everything. And out of bounds by Deer Lodge. So the Vikings make it take a tough shot. 3:41 to go, 7-2 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Epperly with the basketball now for Bigfork. He'll bring it across the timeline, gives it over to Fisher, back to Epperly, right side to Colin Wade. Wade, backdoor, Gilliard. Gilliard taken away by King. And foul going to be called on Bigfork. That's on Levi Taylor. That's Taylor's first, second team foul on the Vikes. With 3:27 to go here in quarter number one. Freeman will inbound to King. And King will bring it across the timeline. Steinbach left side. And diving in the key. Aiden Thompson for the free throw line puts it up. Epperly comes up with the rebound for Bigfork. And setting things up is Gilliard in the right corner. And Epperly will look over to Wade on the left side. They called traveling on Epperly. And turnover to Powell County. Or Deer Lodge, however you want to say it. Ozzie King with the basketball, guarded by Epperly out near half court. He'll dribble over the left side, does King. King looking to drive in, spin move. Epperly right there, putting pressure defense. Freeman with a long three, about 7 feet behind the 3-point line, scores it. Walker Fisher going to drive in, gives it up to Taylor. Taylor baseline. Taylor gets it out to Colin Wade. Colin Wade over to Epperly. Epperly right side. Going to go over a 3-point shot on the way by Fisher. Fisher off, no good. Gilliard right there, puts it off the backboard and good. A nice rebound by Bryce Gilliard. And 9-5 on UPS Store scoreboard. The Vikes lead with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. King with the basketball. He'll give it over to Steinbach. Steinbach looking to drive on Taylor. Taylor, nice defense by Taylor. They blow the whistle. That's a second one on Taylor. Third team foul. And 2 shots for Steinbach on the foul by Epperly. Steinbach's first shot finds the bottom of the net. Ben will come back in, replacing Fisher. And Dane Hansen, number 14, checks in for Bigfork, replacing Levi Taylor. So Hansen had a nice game yesterday, helping out, coming off the bench for Bigfork. One more shot for Steinbach. 1:54 to go here in quarter number 1. Second shot, no good. Hansen gets the rebound. 9-6, the Vikings lead here in quarter number 1. Wade, across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Epperly. Epperly right side. Looks, finds it out to Wade. Wade in the corner, Hansen. Hansen in the left corner. Gets it out to Wade. Over to Epperly. Epperly looking. 3-point shot on the way by Epperly. Off the glass. He drives and takes it to the bank. Does Epperly for 3. And a 12-6 Viking lead. 1:19 to go. Freeman wide open for the right side. Drains a 3 to answer back. And inbound to Wade. 12-9 now. Over to Epperly, the right side. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. Is knocked out of bounds by Deer Lodge. 1:05 to go here in quarter number 1. A 12-9 Viking lead over the Wardens. Epperly to inbound. He'll get it into Wade. Out near half court. Wade will dribble over the left side for Bigfork. Back to Epperly right side. Colin Wade looking. Wade up and under. Oh, nearly scores it. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls at number 25, Aiden Thompson. That's his first team foul. And Wade at the line to shoot 2 for the Vikes. First shot up is good. And Walker Fisher will give Epperly a break here with 52.9 to go in quarter number 1. Wade will get one more for the Vikings. Second shot up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Nicholson. Nicholson will give it up to King. 45 seconds and counting the first quarter. Steinbach. Steinbach looking to drive on Hansen. Steinbach pulls it, gets it out to Freeman. Freeman fakes the 3. Guarded there by Fisher. Freeman looking to drive. Back out, Nicholson, top of the key, guarded by Wade. In a man-to-heavy defense for the Vikes. Wade looking to go, or Nicholson trying to go back door. Wade right there on him. Over. 3-point shot on the way. Off the rim, no good. And rebound there by Ben on the far side. 18 seconds and counting here. We'll give it over to Wade. One shot for the Vikes. They lead 13-9 by 4 here on the UPS Store scoreboard. 8 seconds to go. Here goes Colin Wade. Looking. In the corner, Cormac Ben looking. Drives, gets it out. Walker Fisher. It'll count if it goes. Gets off a nice 3-point shot. The Vikings lead 13-9 on the UPS Store scoreboard after 1 quarter here from Eureka, Montana, the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. And Epperly will check back in for the Vikes for quarter number 2. And we'll be back here with the rest of the first half from Eureka, Montana. All right, folks, we're back here in Eureka. Vikes lead after one, 13-9. The Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard, and it'll be Viking basketball to start the second quarter. Semifinal game number 2. Winner, first one was the Falcons of Florence. And inbound to Ben, will give it right back to Epperly. Cormac Ben at the top now for Bigfork. Epperly, Ben, over the corner, Fisher. Epperly, backdoor. Gilliard on a pass from Epperly, and the backdoor cut by Gilliard scores 2. And Ozzie King will bring it up for Deer Lodge. Over in the corner. Nicholson with the basketball. Steinbach launches up a 2, drains it inside the three-point arc from the left corner. And 15-11. With 7:20 to go here till halftime. Epperly gives it up Fisher. Fisher launches a 3 off the rim, no good, but Dane Hansen right there puts it up and off the rim and doesn't drop, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on number 5, Hunter Steinbach. That's his first, second team foul on the Wardens. And at the line, number 14, Dane Hansen to shoot 2 for the Vikes. First shot up by Hansen, off the front of the rim, just short. He'll get one more. Here with 7:12 to go in the half. Hansen, second one on the way, off the rim, no good. Gilliard runs down the rebound, but travels, and turnover to Deer Lodge. And 21, Colin Wade will check back in for Bryce Gilliard. King with the basketball for Deer Lodge, brings it across the timeline. We'll give it over to Nicholson. Nicholson left side, Steinbach guarded by Wade. Steinbach takes it up off the glass, no good. Right there is Epperly, the sky for the rebound for the Vikes. They'll bring it up across the timeline. Epperly will give it up to Colin Wade, back to Fisher. Fisher out near half court. Looking, tried to set something up. And Epperly and Wade will switch sides. Left side to Wade, back to Fisher. Epperly, backside, looking for Walker Fisher. Fisher runs it down, and off the leg. Looked like that went off the leg of Deer Lodge. And they'll get the ball to Deer Lodge on the turnover by Fisher. Ozzie King out to Nicholson. Nicholson way out there. 3/4 away out. Across the timeline, going on Epperly. Nicholson gives it up. Freeman fakes the three-point shot. Ozzie King backdoor. Looking to shoot the floater is King. And shoots it over. Dana Hansen scores 2. Pulls the Wardens within 2 at 15-13. The Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Wade, quick it over to Epperly. Epperly looking. Drive, pulls up for the jumper. Epperly drains it just inside the three-point line for 2 by Isaac Epperly. And Epperly shooting the ball well today. King will get over Nicholson. Nicholson guarded by Epperly on the man-to-man defense. Looking. Long 3 by Nicholson off the front of the rim. And Fisher with the basketball on the rebound. They give it out to Wade. Wade looking to drive. Gets it over to Fisher. Fisher out to Wade. Wade will swing it over to Epperly over on the right side. Cormac Ben in the right corner to Wade in the corner. Fisher, three-point shot from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Cormac Ben battling right there. Gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Epperly. Long 3 by Epperly. No, he kicks it out to Ben. Ben on the drive. Travels and he takes steps. And Levi Taylor will come in the ballgame with those 2 fouls for the Vikes. 5:17 to go to halftime, 17-13 on your Montana Athletic Cup scoreboard. The Vikes lead the Wardens. Ozzie King with the basketball for Deer Lodge. And they have not substituted yet, so Wardens playing their whole team right now. King fakes it, gets by Hansen, drives it off the backboard, ties, or makes it, pulls within 2 at 17-15, under 5 minutes to go. Wade quickly up, Epperly Epperly looking to drive. And he runs over Freeman. And a player control foul on Isaac Epperly. That's his first. And 14 foul on the Vikes. And Bryce Gilliard will replace Dane Hansen. Hansen doing a nice job off the bench coming in for Bigfork. Their only substitutes so far. Well, check that. No, Taylor and Hansen. So playing 7 so far for Bigfork. 5 for Deer Lodge. Steinbach top of the key. Fakes a 3. And he travels. He couldn't get the shot off. Normally doesn't take that shot. And takes steps. And turns it over to Bigfork. 4:36 to go. 17-15 the Vikes lead. On your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Inbound. Wade will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork. Over to Epperly to the right side. In the corner, Fisher. Fisher looking. Gives it up to Taylor. Epperly gets the loose ball. Fisher going to drive baseline. Pulls up. Long jumper. No good. Third personal on Levi Taylor. And the 15th foul on Bigfork. So they're letting them play. Cormac Ben replaced Taylor. Taylor has 3. And King with a basketball for Deer Lodge. Winding down about 4 minutes in the first half. 17-15 the Vikes lead. Nicholson driving. He's carrying it on the spin move. Good call by the official on the far side. And turnover to Bigfork. 4:07 to go here in the first half. Wade with the basketball for the Vikes, slowly dribbling it up. And we'll get across the timeline, give it up to Walker Fisher. Fisher out near half court, going to run it over to Wade. In the corner, Epperly on the left side, left wing. Epperly gives it up to Ben. Ben, Epperly. Backdoor Gilliard. Gilliard up, off the glass for 2. Nice pass by Epperly on the assist to Bryce Gilliard. 3:40 to go here in the first half, 19-15. On the Harvest Food scoreboard, King pulls up the jumper. No good. Epperly with a rebound. Epperly will give it up to Fisher again. And setting it up, we'll give it up to Wade, to Epperly. Epperly in the corner, Fisher, baseline, Gilliard. Gilliard looking, Epperly on the drive, up, off the glass, good man. A nice, pretty feed from Gilliard, and 2 points for Epperly. 21-15, 3:05 to go here in the first half. King over to Freeman, back to King. King out near half court for the Wardens. Man-to-man defense for the Vikes. Nicholson, left side, gets it up top of the key. Steinbach over to Ozzie King. King looking to drive, kicks it out. Steinbach out to Nicholson. Nearly loses out of bounds, and Deer Lodge will take a timeout. With 2:39 to go here to halftime, the Vikings lead 21-15 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And we'll be back here with more of the first half from Eureka, Montana 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. All right, welcome back to Eureka. The Vikes up 21-15, up by 6 here in the first half against the Wardens, as Deer Lodge had to take a timeout. Number 2, Liam Bossert checking in for Deer Lodge, their first substitution. Into Aiden Thompson. Aiden Thompson will give it up to Freeman. Freeman looking to get to Ozzie King, who runs the point for Deer Lodge, a senior. Guarded by Cormac Ben. Over to Nicholson. Nicholson left side. Aiden Thompson, top of the key, guarded by Gilliard. Aiden Thompson looking. Shoots it up. Misses it, but Nicholson right there for the rebound. Puts it back up. And blocked by Epperly. Epperly saved by Cormac Ben. Wade with the basketball for Bigfork. And a nice save by Epperly. And Wade with the basketball is going to give it to Walker Fisher to run the thing with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Fisher, Wade, Epperly looking. Epperly looking. Finds Fisher. Looking baseline, Gilliard. Gilliard looking again, Fisher. Looking far side, Wade. Wade thought about the three. Nearly loses it, picks it up, feeds it out to Epperly. Epperly, top of the key, pulls up for a jumper inside the free throw line. Right there, Gilliard battling. Thompson comes down with a rebound for Deer Lodge. And King quickly up the court. Knocked away by Epperly. King will remain with possession. And Aiden Thompson way out near half court looking to drive. He drives on Gilliard, misses it. Epperly grabs the rebound for the Vikes with 1:20 to go here in the first half. 21-15 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. The Vikings lead this one. And Epperly slowly across the timeline. He'll give it up to Wade. Wade over on the right side for Bigfork. Looking to slow things down. Back to Epperly. Over to Gilliard. Gilliard on the left side, way out. Running a stall right now. Give it over to Gilliard. Back to Epperly. Epperly, Gilliard. Gilliard, guarded by Bossert. Fisher. Fisher, looking. He gives it out to Gilliard. Give it over to Epperly. Wade. Cormac Ben, right corner for Bigfork. Looking to drive is Cormac Ben. Over to Gilliard. Gilliard, all 6'3" of him, goes up and saves that one from going out of bounds. Out to Epperly, back to Gilliard. Over to Wade. 35 seconds to go. They're holding for one shot. Gives it to Gilliard. And timeout taken by the Vikings with 27.8 to go. The Vikes still up 21-15 on the UPS Store scoreboard here from Eureka, Montana, the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament semifinal number 2. The winner of this ball game punches their ticket to the state tournament coming up in Billings starting next Thursday through Saturday. I'll be back right here for the rest of the first half. Hey, big shout out to my friend and buddy coach over at Great Falls. It is Mr. Ed Buttrey, rooting on the Vikes from Great Falls. And thanks for the compliment there, Ed. Number 5, Steinbach back in for Deer Lodge, and we'll be back momentarily for the rest of the first half from Eureka, Montana. Well, Bigfork trying to run the clock, get the last shot. Wade inbound for Bigfork, gets it out to Epperly. Epperly out near half court. 25 seconds and counting here in the first half, and a 21-15 lead for the Vikes. They'll give it up to Wade. Try to pull Deer Lodge out of their zone defense to play man. Over to Epperly on the left side with almost 10 seconds to go. Epperly looking. Gets corner. Fisher out to Epperly. Epperly looking. Colin Wade. Corner, Cormac Ben. Ben finds Gilliard. Gilliard, three-point shot for the left wing, misses it, and clock runs out here in the first half. Well, UPS Store scoreboard shows the Vikings lead 21-15 over the Deer Lodge Wardens after one half complete. Stick around for the second half. 16 minutes punching your ticket to the state tournament. And I'll be back with your halftime stats from Eureka, Montana. All right, welcome back to Eureka, Montana, the 2021 Divisional Basketball Tournament. And take a look at your halftime stats. The Vikes lead 21-15. Halftime brought to you by the Montana Athletic Club. What's keeping you getting fit? Join the Montana Athletic Club as Bigfork Valkyries cheerleaders and cheer studs performing here at halftime. Vikings and Valkyries cheerleaders, I should say. Cheerleaders and cheer studs. And they, if you haven't seen them, they got a phenomenal thing they're doing here. Well, take a look at the stats, first of all, for Deer Lodge. Steinbach with 3. 2 threes by Freeman for 6. 6 points by Ozzie King. 9 in the first, 6 in the second, 15 at halftime. So the Vikings defense, even though they're not scoring a lot, they're at least keeping Deer Lodge down from scoring. It was 53-51 the last ball game. For Bigfork, Isaac Epperly leading the way with 7. Walker Fisher with a big 3. I should say, check that. 9 for Epperly and 8 for Bryce Gilliard. Wade 1 for 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. And Dane Hansen 0 for 2 on free throws. 13 in the first, 8 in the second, 21 overall, and they lead 21-15 here at halftime in Eureka, Montana. What happens here? Well, I'm missing some of the scores, but I'll let you know what's happening. First on the girls' side, Valkyries able to beat Thompson Falls in an absolute thriller this afternoon, or this morning at 11:30. 52-50 over the Lady Blue Hawks to move into the Consolation Championship. And it was Loyola 56-33 winners over Florence over the middle school. And Bigfork and Loyola will be playing right after this at 5:45. The winner of that will head to state as the number 3 seed out of the West, as the West gets 3 seed. Over on the other side, Eureka beat Loyola 52-50, and they'll move in the championship, so they qualify for state. And Anaconda beat Thompson Falls 54-38. That means Eureka and Anaconda play at 7:45 tonight for the girls' championship, and that puts both of those teams into state. And the Valkyries would love to join them. On the boys' side, here, I need to fill out my bracket. I haven't kept up, but Florence was able to take care of Loyola here. And Florence, heck of a ball game before, moves in the championship, so they qualify for state. Loyola will move on and take on Mission at 11:30 in the middle school tomorrow morning in loser out action. And over on the other side, it was Thompson Falls taking care of Eureka, and they play loser out action. They'll play the loser of this ball game between Bigfork and Deer Lodge, 11:30 right here in the high school gym, with a chance to get to the Consolation Championship at 4:30 Saturday afternoon and punch their ticket to the state tournament. So Florence is already in the championship. Bigfork trying to make their way there as they lead by 6 here at halftime in Eureka, Montana. 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. I'll be back with the second half here from Eureka, Montana. This is James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals. Glad to be with you here on BFSC Events here on YouTube. Well, welcome back to Eureka, Montana. As the Vikings lead 21-15 at halftime on the UPS Storage scoreboard. And the Vikings will head left to right on your dial. Second half. Deer Lodge, right to left. And we'll get your starting lineups for the second half. And get underway here. As I find that information here. Okay, there we go. And find out what's going on. Vikings playing good defense in this first half. And getting ready to get underway. And we'll check here the starting lineups if they're the same for both teams. Looks like King, Nicholson, Freeman, Thompson, and Steinbach. Same for Deer Lodge. It will be Ben, Epperly, Fisher, Gilliard, and Wade. Same starters. Warden basketball will start the second half. Into King for Deer Lodge. And King top of the key, guarded by Ben. Vikings still in that man-to-man defense. Excuse me. Feeds it in Aiden Thompson from the free throw line, shoots it up, and knocked away. Gilliard comes up with those ball, gives it over to Wade. And Wade with the basketball. Sorry about the cough, folks. Here, I throw a little dry after, I believe, the third day. Yeah, this is Friday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Doing games down here, but it's been fun and exciting. Over to Epperly, left side. Epperly will give it over to Fisher. Fisher looking. Gives it to Gilliard. Gilliard finds Epperly cutting down the middle. Oh, Epperly steals it. Twisty move off the back as he's going out of bounds. Flips it up with the right hand off the backboard, spins it in for two. A nice move by Isaac Epperly. 23-15, 7-12 to go here in quarter number 3. And King at the top of the key will give it over to Nicholson. Nicholson underneath. Aiden Thompson. Aiden Thompson out in the free throw line. Look at the guard. Drive on Gilliard. Up, under. Thompson with the nifty move off the glass for two. He'll give it up to Epperly. Epperly will cross the timeline for Bigfork. And we'll give it up to Fisher. Fisher to run the offense for the Vikes. Over to Wade. Wade left side. Epperly on the left wing. He's going to shoot a three-point shot on the way. Drops it for three. Isaac Epperly from the left side. And the Vikes lead 26-17 on your Harvest Foods and Bigfork scoreboard. Ozzie King with a basketball. He'll give it over to Nicholson. Nicholson left side. Steinbach, free throw line, guarded by Epperly. Looking for Thompson. Thompson trying to get him to take advantage of it. Look at that. Looked like he picked up his. No, he didn't. Gives it to King. King looking, free throw line. Throws up, one up, and drains it over Wade. And check that over Cormac Ben. And Ben fouls him. King makes the shot, and he'll get one more, and that's Ben's first team foul. And King at the line, shooting one. Off the front of the rim, no good. Right there is Gilliard with the rebound. He'll give it up to Wade. Wade will give it up. Fisher in the backcourt. Fisher will bring it across it. Nope, he'll pass it across the timeline to Wade. Over to Epperly on the left side. Epperly knocked away by Steinbach, and remains Bigfork basketball. Here in the front court on the far side, Epperly will inbound. He'll get into Wade. Wade looking. Goes over the right side. Gets it over to Epperly. Fisher, left corner, three-point shot on the way. Right there is Gilliard. Gilliard comes up with a rebound, takes it up. Blocked by Thompson. King comes up with it. And Cormac Ben running with King. King throws one up. And Steinbach with the rebound, puts it up. Misses it. Thompson throws it up and sinks it from the right side with a right hook. And officials timeout. And the AD will take care of things. We call time. Deer Lodge barking over there, and The AD went over, told me one more word out of you, and you're gone. Gilliard inbound to Wade. 26-21. Vikings lead on UPS Store scoreboard. Wade with the basketball. Pass it over to Fisher. Fisher back to Wade, left side. He's going to give it up to Epperly. Epperly guarded by Nicholson. Fisher, Epperly kicks it over to Walker Fisher. Walker Fisher out to Epperly. Epperly looking to drive. In the corner, Colin Wade, three-point shot of the way. For the right corner, Colin Wade drains the three for the Vikings. And King will bring it up the court across the timeline for Deer Lodge. King guarded by Ben. Over to Freeman, guarded by Fisher. Gets it into Thompson, guarded by Gilliard. Free throw line, Gilliard. He takes steps and travels. And Levi Taylor will come in for Ben for Bigfork. 4:39 to go here in the third quarter, 29-21 on your Harvest Foods Bigfork scoreboard. The Vikings lead. Here, Fisher with a basketball in the backcourt, looking as Holland barks out the plate. Wade back to Fisher. Epperly right side. Fisher, three-point shot on the way from the left wing. Misses it, but Gilliard right there puts it up, and it rolls out, in and out. And Thompson will come up with the rebound. We'll give it up to King. And King across the timeline for Deer Lodge. King looking to dribble over the left side, guarded by Epperly. We'll give it to Thompson. Thompson at the free throw line, throws it up off the rim, no good. Epperly will come down with a rebound for the Vikes. And Epperly slows things down, brings it across the timeline as the Vikings are going to run their offense. Colin Wade over to Epperly. Epperly in the corner. Gilliard back to Wade. Over the corner, Fisher. Three-point shot by Fisher, partially blocked. Out of bounds. And that's going to be Taylor's fourth as he hustles for the rebound, battling with Freeman. And Nick Walker will come in for Levi Taylor. Second team foul on Bigfork, and the fourth on Taylor for the Vikes. Into Ozzie King. 3:30 to go here in quarter number 3, and King looking. Wade denying Nicholson. King pulls up for the jumper and drains it from the left elbow. Epperly into Colin Wade. Just over 3:15 to go. Wade with the basketball. It's out to Epperly, left side. Walker Fisher. Out to Epperly. Epperly. Wade. Looking underneath. Fouls at number 10, Brody Freeman. His first team foul on Deer Lodge here in the second half. 3 minutes to go exactly in quarter number 3. Fisher inbound. Gets it to Epperly. Epperly up. Off the glass, no good. Aiden Thompson comes up the rebound as Epperly shoots it just short off the glass. And Ozzie King with the basketball for Deer Lodge. Fouls at number 3. Isaac Epperly, his second third team foul. And Ben to come in the ball game for Bigfork. He'll replace Epperly, get him a little bit of a breather, keep him fresh. King to inbound for Deer Lodge. Throws it deep back to Nicholson. Nicholson all the way back on the other end of the court, the free throw line. He'll have to bring it back into the front court for Deer Lodge. Nicholson trying to drive. Colin Wade right there. And that'll be a personal on Colin Wade. A 14 foul, second on Wade. And Colin a little tight here in the second half. Nicholson, the inbounds for Deer Lodge. He'll get it to King. King out near half court. Guarded by Cormac Ben. Screen set. Ben. Ozzie King looking to drive. Throws it up. Spins it in. Off the glass. Good. And a chance for a three-point play. Fouls on 15. Bryce Gilliard. His first 15th foul on Bigfork. Only one team foul called against Deer Lodge, and King at the line to shoot the N1. Makes it 29-26, 2:28 to go in the third quarter. On your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard, the Vikes lead by 3. Colin Wade looking. Fouls number 14, Ozzie King. His second team foul on Deer Lodge with 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Gilliard inbound to Wade. So Wade, Gilliard, Fisher, Ben, and Nick Walker for Bigfork. Gets it over. Back Gilliard on the left side looking. Walker, Fisher underneath. Out of bounds as he tries to feed Nick Walker underneath. Does Walker Fisher. And knocked out of bounds by Thompson. Inbound. Tipped on the inbound, and Thompson will come up with it. The loose ball, 1:56, under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 29-26, the Vikings lead by 3 on your Harvest Foods Bigfork scoreboard. King will give it over to Nicholson. Nicholson, guarded by Wade. Wade, and Nicholson takes off without putting it on the court, and he travels. And back in the ball game for Bigfork, Dane Hansen and Isaac Epperly for the Vikes. Epperly inbound to Wade. 1:35 to go here in quarter number 3. Over to Epperly. Epperly looking. Epperly looking. Corner. Dane Hansen. Hansen out. Throws it away. Nicholson with the basketball. He'll give it up to King. And King across the timeline for Deer Lodge. Over to Nicholson. Nicholson right side. Gives it to Thompson. Thompson through to the line. Goes up on Hansen. And Nicholson looking to drive. Pulls up. Jumper. And sinks it. 29-28. Into Wade from Epperly. 29-28 on your Harvest Foods, the Bigfork scoreboard. Wade will give it over to Epperly on the right side. King. Corner. Nick Walker. Far side. Caught away. Stole away by Nicholson on a bad pass. King. Blocked by Epperly. As King goes up, and Epperly with a nice body control blocks it out of bounds. 45.5 to go here in quarter number 3. Fisher and Taylor come back in for Bigfork, replacing Nick Walker and Dane Hansen. And King to inbound for Deer Lodge. Throws it deep. And off the backboard, Nicholson grabs it off the backboard as it bounces forward. And Nicholson underneath. Steinbach takes steps, travels, and turnover to Bigfork. 38.1 to go here in the third quarter. And Gilliard back in the lineup for Bigfork. Taylor will come out with the 4 personals. And inbound. Epperly will get up to Wade. Gilliard, a good 3-point shooter for Bigfork. And have him on the baseline. Cormac Ben in the right corner. Wade holding under 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Colin Wade with the basketball. Wade will pull it out near half court. Under 20 seconds to go now. Trying to pull Deer Lodge out. Baseline goes Epperly underneath. Bryce Gilliard setting the screen. Gilliard. Corner. Walker Fisher left corner. 3-point shot on the way. Off the rim, no good. And that'll wrap up 3 quarters here from Eureka, Montana in semifinal action. It is the Bigfork Vikings 29, the Deer Lodge Wardens 28. 8 minutes to go to punch your ticket to the state tournament. And 29-28, the Vikes lead on the UPS Store scoreboard. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here from Eureka, Montana. Okay, fourth quarter action time. And it'll be Bigfork basketball to start the fourth quarter. 8 minutes to go. In semifinal action, a punch your ticket to state. And Epperly, Wade, Gilliard, Fisher, and Ben for Bigfork. Nicholson, Steinbach, King, Thompson, and Freeman for Deer Lodge. Epperly left corner. Wing for Bigfork, gives it over to Fisher. Fisher underneath Gilliard. Gilliard looking out to Fisher, out to Epperly. Epperly top of the key for Bigfork. Trying to run something to get those guys loose. And King saves it from going out of bounds, gives it up to Freeman, and back to King for Deer Lodge. King with the basketball, gets it over to Freeman. Freeman underneath to Thompson, knocked away by Bigfork, and off the foot of Epperly. It'll be Deer Lodge basketball underneath on the near side. King looking for Thompson, not giving it to him. Throws it really deep. He hopped. They should have called travel there. Nicholson with the basketball. Over to King. King on the screen. Going up. Off the backboard, no good. Thompson gets it, puts it off the glass and scores it. And they'll go to the free throw line to shoot the and one. Fouls on Cormac Ben. It is second, 16th foul on Bigfork. And Thompson to the line to shoot one.
Trust yourself, Blue.
Thompson's shot is good. 31-29, the Wardens lead over the Vikings here with 7 minutes to go on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Wade with the basketball. Underneath finds Gilliard. Off the glass by Gilliard to tie it up. Nice pass by Wade on the bounce pass inside of Gilliard on the left side. And Gilliard spins and puts it off the glass for two. Thompson, or King, pulls up inside the free throw line for two. King not missing much in this ball game. Someone's got to get up on him, and a 2-point lead for Deer Lodge. Cormac Ben on the right side. Epperly, long three-pointer off the rim, no good, but Wade right there for Bigfork. And Wade will get fouled. And will be underneath for Bigfork. Fouls at number 5, Steinbach. That's his second, third team foul on the Vikings. Inbounding is Fisher. Fisher, Epperly, left side, out to Cormac Ben. Ben in the corner to Fisher. Fisher looking to drive. One calls, dribbled out of bounds, the other one cuts a foul. Bigfork called a timeout. A full timeout before the turnover, so it'll be Bigfork basketball underneath as Fisher tried to drive, and the Vikings trail 33-31 on the Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here in Eureka, Montana. We're back with the conclusion of the ballgame from Eureka. All right, folks. Bigfork basketball underneath, 6:14 to go in the ball game. Trailing by 2, 33-31. Fisher to inbound for the Vikes on the baseline on the other side. Out, get the Wade. Wade, three-point shot for the right corner. Drains it by Colin Wade. Cool as the other side of the pillow, as Stuart Scott would say on ESPN. And King quickly up, gets it to Nicholson, left side. Over to Aiden Thompson. Aiden Thompson trying to drive on Gilliard. And blocked by Epperly. Epperly will give it to Fisher. Fisher looking to drive underneath King. And under Wade. And King steals it away. And Deer Lodge will take a timeout. So the Vikings lead 34-33, 5:47 to go in the ballgame. On your UPS Stores scoreboard here from Eureka, Montana, the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament Championship. And the Valkyries will play after this in the Consolation Championship, an opportunity against the Loyola Breakers to punch their ticket as a third seed to the state tournament in Billings. We'll be back here from Eureka, Montana momentarily. All right, folks, we're back here in Eureka. 34-31, a heck of a ball game here, just like the girls was earlier for the Valkyries. And the Vikes lead this one, 5:45 and counting, 34-33 over Deer Lodge. King with the basketball, looking, shoots a long three, in and out, and tipped around. Freeman comes up with the rebound, gives it out to Thompson. King looking to drive. And Ben bounces off Thompson on the screen set. And King with the basketball, guarded by Cormac Ben. Over to Freeman. Freeman looking to drive. Pulls up, gives it out to Nicholson. Nicholson guarded by Wade. Vikings in a man-to-man defense. Pretty much been that the whole way here in this ball game. Wade gets it up to King. King looking to drive. Going to pull up, does King, and drains it inside the free throw line for Deer Lodge. Epperly. Ben's right there, giving defense, good defense, but King's just draining it today. Shooting streak in the zone. Epperly with the basketball. Back to Gilliard. Gilliard corner. Colin Wade looking underneath this. Colin Wade looking to drive baseline. Over to Levi Taylor. Epperly. Epperly out. 3-point shot on the way by Gilliard. Off the rim. No good. Thompson with the rebound. And we'll see who that's on. That's Cormac Ben. 7th foul. And the third on Ben. Aiden Thompson to the line, shooting 1-1 for Deer Lodge. With 4:31 to go in the ball game. Makes the first one, he'll get one more. 36-34, 4:31 to go on your Harvest Food scoreboard. The Wardens lead the Vikes. Makes the second. Into Epperly. Over to Wade. Wade looking. Baseline, gives it up to Cormac Ben. Ben up, under, off the glass, no good. Taylor right there gets the rebound out to Epperly. And Bigfork will take a timeout as Taylor hits the ground hard. Walker Fisher back in for Bigfork. 4:11 to go in the ballgame. 37-34, the Wardens lead on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard here from Eureka, Montana. And I'll be back with the completion of the ballgame from Eureka. All right, we're back here. Bigfork basketball underneath with 4:11 to go, and Fisher to inbound for the Vikes. Gets it out to Gilliard. Gilliard top of the key. Guarded by Nicholson over to Wade. Wade on the left side and looking in the corner finds Fisher. Fisher back out to Wade. On the left side over to Epperly. Epperly looking to find something. Does Epperly. Gives it over to Wade. Colin Wade. Gilliard sets the screen by Wade. Out to Gilliard. 3-point shot in the left wing by Gilliard. No good. Epperly right there grabs the rebound. Tries to save it as he dives over Ozzie King. And off of Bigfork, it'll be Deer Lodge basketball. 3:46 to go. And pressure to be put on by the Vikings. Trap. 1-2-2 trap. King will give it up to Nicholson. Nicholson in the corner. Bosert, long 3-point shot off the glass by Bosert for 3. I'm not sure he meant to do that, but drains it anyway and gives it up to Wade. Wade quickly over to Epperly. The Vikes down by 6, 40-34. Fisher out to Epperly. Underneath. King steals the pass intended for Gilliard by Epperly. And 3:13 to go. Deer Lodge across the timeline. King with the basketball. Over to Aiden Thompson, over way out on the right side near half court. Looking to give it to King, gonna deny. Gives it up to Nicholson. Nicholson guarded by Wade. Nicholson looking, trying to get it to Ozzie King. Aiden Thompson with the basketball, looking. Throws it out. Steinbach. Steinbach left side. Dribbles. Nearly loses it out to King. King top of the key. Guard out there half court now. Guarded by Cormac Ben. 2:30 to go. King looking to drive. And timeout taken by Deer Lodge. 2:28 to go. 40-34 on the UPS Store scoreboard. The Vikings trail by 6 here in quarter number 4. Welcome back to Eureka. Only 10 fouls called in the second half. 7 against the Vikings, 3 against Deer Lodge. As we're counting down, and the Vikes trail 40-34 on the UPS Store scoreboard. And Deer Lodge with the basketball underneath. King to inbound on the far side underneath their own basket. Trying looking for Aiden Thompson. Throws it deep. This time Colin Wade. And Nicholson will bring it up from the backcourt. Wade to guard him. As Nicholson brings it across the timeline. Gives it out to Aiden Thompson. Fouled there by Bryce Gilliardale, half court. That'll put Thompson in the line for a 1-on-1. 18 fouls. And second foul on Bryce Gilliard. And Thompson at the line shooting 1-on-1. Right there, Gilliard gets the rebound. And the foul's on Steinbeck. 14th foul. And Steinbeck's third. Excuse me, Epperly to inbound. Gets it to Wade. 2:13 and counting. Over to Epperly. Epperly looking. Guard underneath. Finds Gilliard. Cormac Ben comes up and finds it. Deer Lodge takes a timeout as King and Freeman were on the court. 2:04 to go, 40-34. Deer Lodge leads the Vikes on the UPS Store scoreboard. And I'll be back with the conclusion of this ball game here from Eureka, Montana. Welcome back to Eureka. The Vikings battling hard. Can't seem to get the shot to drop lately, as they trail by 6, 40-34. Deer Lodge basketball, 2:04 to go in the ball game. Nicholson inbound to Thompson. Thompson looking, guarded by Gillian in the backcourt. Pressure put on by the Vikes. Throws it up, Nicholson. Knocked away by Fisher. Epperly comes up with a loose ball for the Vikes. Gets it over to Cormac Ben. Ben, got to get back out to Epperly. Epperly gets through the long three-pointer. Off the backboard, no good. Gilliard right there battling with Thompson. Off the back iron. And Steinbach with a personal. It'll be Bigfork basketball underneath. 1:43 to go here in the ball game. And Fisher to inbound under their own basket on the far side. Out to Gilliard. Gilliard saves it right to King. Tyler's going to get over back a call. And Wade on King. That's a third on Colin Wade. And 1-1 for Ozzie King for the Wardens. With 1:38 to go here on your Harvest Foods of Bigfork scoreboard. King's first shot off the rim, no good. Gilliard right there. Epperly comes up with the ball. The Vikings got a score right here. Put pressure on him. Gives it over to Fisher. Fisher looking. Gets it up to Wade. Wade right there saving it. Off of Colin Wade as he tries to save it. Yeah, it'll be Deer Lodge basketball. 1:25 to go. Nicholson trying to inbound, finding. Deer Lodge calls a timeout. I believe their final timeout. Here with 1:24 to go. They try to inbound, can't get it in. We're going to get a 5-second call. Possession arrow belongs to Deer Lodge. And they'll take it out on the far side in the backcourt when we come back to this timeout here from Eureka, Montana. Vikings lately just can't seem to find a bucket to put them within 3. Getting some open looks, but not draining it. So I believe Deer Lodge is without timeouts now. Vikings probably have 2 left. And Taylor, Cormac Bent, the starting lineup in the ballgame for Bigfork. So Ben, Epperly, Taylor, Wade, and Gilliard in for Bigfork to put on the pressure and try to make a steal. Next foul Bigfork, by Bigfork will put Deer Lodge in a double bonus. It's only 5 team fouls against the Wardens here. And they'll inbound. In the backcourt on the far side. Nicholson to trigger the inbound for Deer Lodge. Freeman looking to hit Ozzie King back door. King nearly does the splits but brings it out. Stolen away, knocked away. Freeman on the sideline saves it. King will get it as he flips it up, and King with the basketball. That foul will be on Epperly. Double bonus for Deer Lodge the rest of the way. And King will shoot 2. And that's a third. They haven't put it up on the board. Third on Epperly. King to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. They'll get one more. So a 7-point lead, 2 possessions now. Or check that, 3 possessions for Deer Lodge. Second shot up. Off the front of the rim, no good. And Aiden Thompson comes up the rebound, gives it out to King. King top of the key. We'll give it over to Freeman. Freeman guarded by Colin Wade. Underneath. Freeman will shoot 2. And Freeman up the line. First one. Rims in and out. So 41-34 on the UPS Store scoreboard. The Vikes trail by 7. Oh, Freeman misses this one, and Bigfork needs to score a bucket. Epperly comes up with a rebound. They need to quickly get it up and get a three-point shot. Score something. Wade for the basketball, looking off the backboard, and good by Colin Wade. And Bigfork takes a timeout. (41-36) to the Vikes within 5 with 45.7 to go. And should put some time back on the clock because it ran after he had blown the whistle. So they will put some time back on the clock when the whistle blew. And we'll stay right here. 48.1, 5-point lead for the Wardens here on the UPS Stores scoreboard here from Eureka, Montana, 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. As the Vikes, Colin Wade driving in, scoring 2 to pull it within 5. So a 2-possession ball game for Bigfork. They need to get a steal or foul them. Again, Deer Lodge in the double bonus, shooting 2 shots every time. So they need to come with a big steal and make a bucket. Lots of time left, 48.1. This one's not over here from Eureka. The winner of this ball game punches their ticket to the state tournament as they'll head to the championship game tomorrow to take on the Florence Falcons. And Deer Lodge basketball underneath. Quickly gets it in, Aiden Thompson. Thompson coming up across the timeline. Still knocked away by Epperly, and they call Epperly for the foul. That'll be his 4th. And Thompson in the line to shoot 2. For Deer Lodge, 43.7 to go. 41-36. Vikings trail by 5 on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. Thompson makes the first one. He'll get one more. So a 6-point lead, 2-possession lead for for Deer Lodge here. Hope he misses this one and give him a chance. Rolls it off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and good. Taylor to inbound to Epperly. Epperly quickly up. Got to get that 3-point shot up quickly. And Epperly looking. Epperly, 3-point shot on the way. He got fouled there by 14, Ozzie King. That's the 16th foul. And the second on King. It'll be Bigfork basketball. Colin Wade to inbound. Trigger it for Bigfork. Wade, Taylor, Epperly in the ball game. Gilliard, Wade to drive. And blocked by Thompson is Wade. Stolen away by Epperly. Epperly up, under, off the glass, and scores the basket. And he'll go to the free throw line, try to complete the 3-point play on a nice drive by Epperly off the rebound. That's 3rd on King, 17th foul. So now Vikings in the bonus the rest of the way. And Epperly to the line as the Vikes trail by 5, 25.8 to go here on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Epperly. Basket no good, lane violation called on Bigfork. As Wade trying to get in early to get the rebound. And inbounding is King. King will get it into Thompson. Thompson back to King. King up the sideline. And King is fouled in the backcourt. .1 and King at the line to shoot 2. And Dakota Norris yelling at his player Thompson to keep the basketball. He's the best free throw shooter on the team. As King misses the first one, and he doesn't want Thompson to give it up, understandably, as he's made the free throws down the stretch. 21.1 up, 43-38. King with the second one for Deer Lodge. Sinks the second one, and a 2-possession game, 44-38. Quickly up is Epperly. Epperly's got to get off a shot. Somebody has to get off a 3-point shot. Epperly's shot, drains it for 2, and quickly the Vikes take a timeout. 12.1 to go, 44-40, a 2-possession game. And 44-40, the Vikings trail by 4. On the Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Well, it's been an exciting ball game, an exciting day. Lots of great ball games and loser out action, semifinal actions today here at the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. Well, the Vikes need to come up now. They scored that bucket, 12.1 to go. They need to get a steal to be able to score a bucket. Just needed 2, don't need a 3. Plenty of time left to go. And no timeouts left for the Vikes. And I don't believe Deer Lodge has any timeouts as well. So Deer Lodge will have to inbound, try to deny it to Thompson. Thompson, obviously, the best free throw shooter for Deer Lodge. And Ozzie King looking at him and trying to get it to him. And King can run the baseline. Gets it into Thompson. Thompson fouled right away, 10.6 to go. And either it's on Ben or Gilliard, we'll see. 15, Bryce Gilliard, his third. He checked that, his fourth. And Thompson will go to the line to shoot 2. With 10.6 to go, Thompson first shot, rolls it in and drops it. And a 2-possession game, 45-40, so it remains that. And it will be that even if he makes the free throw. The Vikes 2 threes can tie the ball game. Thompson's second shot finds the bottom of the net into Levi Taylor, back to Epperly. Epperly's got to get up a 3-point shot right away. Does, to the right wing. Epperly, in and out. And right there is Colin Wade out for 3. Wade short on the 3-point shot. And your final. It is the Deer Lodge Wardens 46 and the Bigfork Vikings 40. Well, for Bigfork, it's not over, folks. They still have a chance here. That puts Deer Lodge against Florence, and Deer Lodge will punch their ticket to state. Bigfork will play tomorrow at 11:30 against Thompson Falls, of all teams, who they played and split with already. Other loser out action is Loyola against Mission. Thompson Falls and Bigfork will play right here. I'll be back with your full game stats here from Eureka, Montana, your final 46-40. The Vikings take this one on the chin after winning like 13 in a row in a tough fought ball game here from Eureka. I'll be back with your full game stats here at the 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. Let's wrap things up for this ball game. 46-40, the Vikings lose this one. Play in loser out action against Thompson Falls tomorrow. at 11:30. Post-game brought to you by Bigfork Harvest Foods. And look at your post-game stats, first of all, for Deer Lodge. Logan Nicholson with 2. Steinbach with 3. 9 by Brody Freeman. The Ozzie King, the killer, with 19. 13 by Aiden Thompson. And Thompson able to hit the free throws. Down the stretch, he shot 8 free throws in the fourth quarter alone. And he made 6 of those. Or check that 7. 9 points in the fourth quarter. King was 2 for 5 and another 2 points. For the second half, he really stepped up. He had 6 in the first half, 13 in the second half. King, the killer for Bigfork. And the Vikings just couldn't hit or buy a basket towards the end. Lead the way, Isaac Epperly with 18. Gilliard with 10. Collaway with 8. And 3 for Fisher on a big 3. 1 for... Yeah, that can't be right. Knopf wasn't in the ballgame. I think that meant for Dane Hansen or Nick Walker. Anyway, overall, Vikings take this one on the chin, 46-40. That means they play at 11:30 tomorrow. So on the boys' side, that means Bigfork takes on Thompson Falls, 11:30 right here. And we'll have all that on BFSD events here on YouTube. And we'll wrap things up here because the Valkyries get to play next in the Consolation Championship against the Loyola Breakers here from Eureka, Montana. Once again, this is James LaFontaine, Bigfork Harvest Foods, bringing you the postgame show. And that's your final, 46-40 on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. Deer Lodge over the Vikings. Once again, thank you and good night. We'll be back momentarily. Sign back on here in just a little bit with the Valkyries as they take on the Loyola Breakers here from Eureka, Montana, 2021 Western B Divisional Basketball Tournament. Thank you and good night. We'll be back here momentarily with a new ball game.